Hey YouTube, Dawson Ryder here with my review of S.H.Figuarts Clone Trooper Phase 1 from Star Wars, or more specifically from Attack of the Clones. So, this is the latest, well not the latest figure art release, but I don't know when this will come out before the other ones, but the latest ones are from Force Awakens, but one of the latest figure arts releases from Star Wars. As I pretty much pointed out at the beginning, they are the first wave of clone troopers that we saw in Attack of the Clones with this style of helmet, which changes later. But anyway, the box is basically all streamlined now. They're basically all the same, which is fine. It's kind of a classy looking box. You got the golden logo and the silver around it. You got the name down there. Got the same design on the side. And then on the back, it just shows you a picture of the figure, some poses with multiples, and then some in-movie shots of the clone troopers, which is kind of neat. But they're all pretty much streamlined of the same style. He comes with basically what he needs. As you can see, he's got the long blaster right here. I'm terrible with weapon names, but that's what he has in his hand right now. And then you have the shorter one right here, the more, you can like single, you could probably double single. I don't even know what I'm talking about. You can like one hand this or two hand this, but it's a smaller weapon. He has this here. And then you have, of course, just a bunch of different hand options. As usual, these always come with just like closed hands. Then you have like trigger hands and just like holding the weapon like right here. It's kind of holding it like this, like cupping the bottom of it. So you just basically have basically what you need. That he's not really lacking anything, but he doesn't come with anything too unique. But yeah, let's go ahead and we'll take a look at him. So detail-wise and like proportion-wise, I think this guy looks really good. They did a good job on it. I think the material on it looks really nice. It's got a pretty solid armor look to it. The head sculpt looks good, or the helmet sculpt, I guess, rather. And it doesn't look really oddly proportioned or anything like that. As you can see, both the weapons are, you know, they look good. They're just very basic weapons, and that's how they look. It's not like, you know, sometimes with figure arts you have Rider weapons that are super intricate and shiny, and these are very basic, but they do represent what they're trying to represent well. But yeah, the armor, it's pretty much all like the same color and tone, but I think that they did a really good job on giving it a pretty solid armor look. It looks good. The details are all there for what details he has and whatnot. Like I said, the proportions don't look funny. His belt's kind of loose, which is a little bit obnoxious. But yeah, detail-wise, very nice looking figure. Articulation-wise, you got your pretty much basic figure art setup. 360 movement here. You got your swiveling. You got your double elbow joint, which is kind of hindered by his armor. You got your swiveling here at the wrist. Same thing with the leg. Nice ball joint here, 360. Double knee joint here. Then you got this nice little ball joint on the foot, and then the little toe bendy joint. And then you got articulation at the waist and chest a little bit. The chest is a little bit more, I guess you could say, hindered because of the solid piece, and then nice head and neck articulation as well. So your basic figure art setup. He does feel like, I don't want to say he feels really loose, like, because there's loose figure arts or loose figures you get where you'll like swing them and they'll be like all over the place. That was actual loose sound effects. But he doesn't feel like the tightest. That just sounds so gross. But like the joints don't feel as solid as they could be, which that's kind of a thing with the Star Wars figure arts I've found for me, is that they all look pretty good. And I think the Clone Trooper looks really good. He's a very nice looking figure, very well articulated like most figure arts when he's posed. He looks really good. I'm very pleased with like the display factor of him. But that's kind of the thing, like I said about the Star Wars figure arts, is that for me, they pretty much all look good, but there's just something about them that doesn't feel, I don't want to say worth it, but it doesn't feel like you're getting what you pay for. I mean, you're still getting a very good looking figure, but there's sometimes when you buy a figure art, like the Gaim Kamen Rider figure arts, for example, where you bought it and it just feels solid. It feels quality. It feels like, yep, this figure was worth it. But these, while they look good, they always feel a little bit loose, and you have the loose belt around here. The joints aren't the tightest, and there's just something about it that doesn't quite give you that solid, hey, this was worth the money feel. It's kind of hard to describe. I'm not sure if it's coming through well at all in any of these reviews when I talk about it, but it's certainly not a bad figure by any means. I think it makes a very, very good display piece, and I am excited for all these figures because mainly because I'm on a Star Wars kick at the moment, but there's just this indescribable quality that certain figure arts have, stretching back to when they came out, that when you get it, you just kind of feel like you feel the quality in the figure and feel you got your money's worth. And I never 100% feel that with the Star Wars figures. And like I said, it's really hard to describe outside of the sort of rambling on I'm doing about it. So, but yeah, that's pretty much about it. Overall, this is still a very nice looking figure, but like all the other Star Wars figures, it just doesn't quite have that feel of getting your money's worth for some reason. But that's about it. Until next time, make sure you check out the Crazy Podcast at writersrangerambles.com. And of course, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, Dawson Ryder, signing out.